Hey everyone, today I'm excited to share with you a sample TA therapy session. This is create content based on the transcripts from TA therapy session of Dr. Stephen F. Myler, PhD. As this is a session in the series of Understanding TA, to better know the therapeutic relationship and history between the therapist and the client. With that said, let's begin. I felt like I was defending myself constantly, like whatever I did wasn't good enough. The session begins with both the therapist and client operating primarily from their adult ego states. The room is comfortable and the conversation flows naturally. The therapist says, "Welcome back, Anna. Before we explore further today, how has the week been in terms of emotional patterns or situations that felt familiar? What do you think your adult self might say in those moments?" Anna says, "I had an argument with my sister." The therapist responds gently. "When you say defending, do you recall what that voice inside was saying? And when you do so, your child's needs aren't being met. So those feelings remain and intensify until they're acknowledged. When someone like your sister engages with you from their parent, either nurturing or critical, that may trigger more of your child. Earlier you said, 'I feel like whatever I do isn't enough.' That might be part of your life script. Let's consider. What messages did you absorb growing up? In TA we call that a driver. Be perfect. It helps you survive, but may block authentic feelings and connections. Do you see how that might be the case? What decisions did you make as a child about who you needed to be, and cause you to contract even further, giving the appearance of being small, having no voice? But that leads to cross-transactions like the one you had with your sister. Instead of acknowledging your feelings, your instinct is to push them down and keep going. But that leaves you feeling depleted, and eventually more pain shows up. So what do you want to change about that belief? If you had permission now, what might you write instead? Is that accurate? And still be worthy of love?" Anna pauses, and then says something like, "You're always messing things up." I guess it felt like my mum's voice. The therapist says, "That sounds like your parent ego state chiming in, specifically the critical parent. Have you noticed that voice showing up elsewhere? All the time at work?" Anna says, "Even when things go well, I feel that pressure to do more, be more. But I rarely access that voice. We can work together to strengthen that new internal voice through affirmation, practice, and adult awareness. Do you feel ready to take that on?" I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please show your support, and I'll see you next time. The therapist says in an adult tone, "Let's slow that down." Anna thinks for a moment. "Probably. You've done your best, and that's enough for now." The therapist says, "So based on what you shared last week and now today, it seems there are many times when you're re-interacting with the world, primarily from your wounded child ego state." "Yes," Anna says quietly. The therapist says, "So, in the moments when you want to speak up and stand in your adult, what often gets in the way?" "I don't know," Anna says sadly. "I just get really quiet and withdraw." "I hate that about myself," the therapist says. "Well, Anna, sometimes we need to explore our scripts to see how they running in the background and affecting our interactions." Anna says softly, "I decided I had to be perfect, or else I wouldn't be loved." The therapist says gently, "That's a powerful belief." Anna nods slowly. The therapist says, "Because your script says that you need to be perfect, you may try to control everything and everyone around you, so that you can feel safe." Anna pauses and then says with a faint smile, "That I can make mistakes." The therapist says, "That's a redirectioner, Yeah," Anna says, "I do." And that concludes the session.